Huge! This is a common reaction of most collectors to the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Colossus from the Deadpool Legacy Collection. In this Colossus action figure review, join me to check whether this is the tallest or largest Marvel Legends Colossus. I will compare this figure with my existing ones. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out my review of the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Colossus action figure of the Deadpool Legacy Collection. In this review, I will check which Juggernaut looks better in a toe-to-toe battle with this Colossus. I'll also perform a size comparison of the Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus with 1/12 scale, 6-inch scale, and 7-inch scale figures. Side by side with other Colossus action figures in my collection, the Colossus from the 2017 Warlock Build-A-Figure wave is on the left. On the right is the 2021 Age of Apocalypse Colossus Build-A-Figure. Here is a reference to a typical Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch scale figure, Deadpool from the Deadpool Legacy Collection. Here is Hugh Jackman in his movie Tiger Stripe costume. The San Francisco Colossus Warlock Build-A-Figure is close to 19 centimeters tall. The Age of Apocalypse Wave 2 Build-A-Figure Colossus is slightly over 20 centimeters tall. Appropriately standing in the middle is the new Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus, which is approximately 19.5 centimeters tall. He is approximately 8 centimeters wide, and the Age of Apocalypse Colossus is wider at over 10 centimeters. This means the Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus is not the tallest, neither is he the largest Marvel Legends Colossus. The Age of Apocalypse Colossus Build-A-Figure is the tallest and largest Colossus. For the shortest Colossus action figure in my collection, on the left is the Juggernaut Colossus, a 3.75-inch scale Marvel Universe Infinite Series action figure. On the right is the Diamond Select Toys 7-inch scale Marvel Select Colossus. This figure is the reason why I don't have an unboxed 80th anniversary of Marvel Colossus vs Juggernaut 2-pack. The 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Colossus is my go-to Colossus for toy photography and display. The Marvel Universe Infinite Series Colossus is 12 centimeters tall. The Marvel Select Colossus is 20.5 centimeters tall. According to Marvel.com, Piotr in his metal form is 7 feet 5 inches tall. Doing a 1/12 size conversion of the 20.5 centimeter tall Marvel Select Colossus, the Marvel Select Colossus is larger or taller than the 1/12 size equivalent. The Colossus figure closely accurate to the 1/12 size is the 2017 Colossus from the Warlock Build-A-Figure. The shortcoming of the tallest Colossus is he does not have interchangeable hands. Unlike Marvel Legends, which has an alternate open palm hand for grabbing, he will always have a closed fist hands. The design of the metal sculpt for the fist of the comic book figure is different from the movie. The same applies to the comic book accurate Age of Apocalypse Build-A-Figure and the 2017 Colossus. Since the Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus is not the tallest Marvel Legends Colossus and not taller than the 12-year-old Marvel Select Colossus, why does it look huge? My guess is the broad shoulder plus large arm muscles. Unlike the classic Colossus costume where his shoulders are covered, the movie Colossus wears a sleeveless shirt. He looks like a bodybuilder or a club bouncer. An excellent job by Hasbro in making the Deadpool movie Colossus look tall and huge. For almost 50 years, one of his biggest rivals is Juggernaut. Unfortunately, Hasbro has yet to create a Deadpool 2 movie Juggernaut action figure, so let's see which Juggernaut is a good match for the Deadpool movie Colossus. The Marvel Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure is larger and bulkier than Colossus. In the comic books and Deadpool 2 movie, Juggernaut is larger than Colossus, so the Marvel Legends Juggernaut is a good match. Freddie Mercury said, "The bigger, the better." The Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Juggernaut is larger and bulkier than the Marvel Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure weight. Unfortunately, Marvel Select does not have open palm grabbing hands to carry Colossus properly, but this huge fist is perfect for going toe-to-toe in a boxing match with Colossus any day. Did you find the size comparisons useful? If you do, I hope you give this review a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends. For places where the figures in this review might be available, I left links in the description below.
I'm Juggernaut!
Are you still undecided on the Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus? Let's take a closer look at the Colossus action figure. Hasbro has perfected the shiny metallic look of their action figures. Though Colossus is all silver, Hasbro added inkjet printed washes to highlight the sculpted details of his face, such as the cheeks and forehead. His eyes are all white with black line borders, a black, smooth, flat top haircut. The black sleeveless shirt has a texture feel in certain areas. Since this is a movie figure, Hasbro added those small details to his clothes. For the butterfly joint, there is a separate black plastic inside the torso. This reminds me of the movie Wolverine Tiger Stripe costume, where Hasbro did not design the front and back of the torso to accommodate a great range of movement for butterfly joints. On the bright side, this is a good looking figure for display. Nicely sculpted lines painted black. Some black lines are spot on the sculpt, some are near the sculpt. The paint smudges are barely noticeable, so it's not a big deal. He has double jointed pinless elbows. Minimal movement on the ab crunch. His belt is not a separate piece, but it is sculpted on with a shiny silver paint on the X logo. His pants are mostly smooth black plastic with nicely sculpted cargo pockets. Since positioned in the upper thigh, the pockets misalign during a swivel. He has double jointed pinless knees. The combat boots are all black but has nice sculpted details, especially with the multiple straps and the zipper. The Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus comes with a pair of closed fist hands, consistent with the paint and sculpt of his arms. There are black lines painted on the sculpted lines. However, Hasbro skipped paintings in some areas wherein the fingers are tucked in. It is not noticeable because no one, unless you are like me, would bother to check those small things. His hands can hinge forward and back. He comes with a pair of open palm hands for holding items. Colossus' fingers are not far apart because the hands need to be able to hold on to one of his accessories. Same as the closed fist hands, Hasbro skipped painting the lines black in the sculpted lines of his palm and fingers. When he holds on to his accessory, it will cover the palm of his hands anyways. Not noticeable, the shadow cast by the sculpt can imply very thin black paint was done, but it really wasn't done. His hands can hinge forward and back. He comes with a small black book as seen in the movie Deadpool 2. Both hands can hold on to the book. There is no slot to put the thumb in. The book is tiny, side by side with the spell book of Dr. Doom, which is the same size and shape of the book included with the Beast Lab Coat figure. Notice there is an oblong sculpt so the figure can hold on to this book tightly. Unlike this small black book, there is no oblong sculpt. The black book is approximately 1/2 the size of the spell book. The pages of the book show the 2 rules Deadpool should remember as per movie Deadpool 2. Rule number 1 says no killing anyone ever. And rule number 2 says label everything in the refrigerator. He comes with an alternate angry head sculpt. I'm glad Hasbro gave options regarding the emotion Colossus shows via the 2 head sculpts. To give Colossus a period look, let's perform a head swap with the 2017 Colossus action figure. The 2017 head has a darker gray paint which does not match the rest of the movie Colossus body. On the other hand, the movie Colossus head is too shiny and large on the 2017 Colossus with dark gray arms. Trying out the alternate head sculpt of the two Colossus action figures, the dark gray paint really stands out, making any head swaps between these two figures not a good idea. This time around, let's use the Age of Apocalypse Colossus head for a red bandana head. The color of the head is similar but not as dark as the 2017 Colossus. Though the new shiny metal angry Colossus head does not match the gray of the Age of Apocalypse Colossus body, it looks good. Using the calm head on the Age of Apocalypse Colossus body, it seems alright despite the difference of the gray color. How about trying an Outback X-Men Colossus look, removing the straps of the Age of Apocalypse Colossus body? In the comments below, let me know if you agree that this is a good Kitbash. It is not a perfect Outback X-Men look because he has a large muscles as per Generation Next art. If these head swaps are useful, I hope you give this review a like. The new Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus action figure stands approximately 19.5 centimeters or 7.7 inches tall. According to Marvel.com, in metal form, Colossus stands 75 inches tall. For a 6-inch scale versus 1/12 scale size comparison, the Medicom Toy Mafex brown costume Wolverine and the new 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Secret Wars brown costume Wolverine. The 1/12 scale Medicom Toy Mafex Cyclops and the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Cyclops. A figure I recently reviewed, hope you check it out, is the new Medicom Toy Mafex Daredevil and the Mafex Gambit. Metallic painted 1/12 figures, Mafex Phoenix in her classic colors, and Psylocke in her 90s ninja costume. 6-inch scale loose collector Asian Ladies Darna, the Philippine version of Wonder Woman, and Japanese Anna Ishikawa, better known as She. Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers action figures Ken and Dalsim. Recently reviewed Jada Toys Street Fighter Ladies, Kami, and the SDCC exclusive Player 2 Chun-Li pink version. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends series Secret Wars Spider-Man, which I reviewed recently, hope you check it out, and the Spider-Man Retro Wave Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. From the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants 2-pack, Rogue, and celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Warbird, Miss Marvel. Spider-Man Retro figures, Target exclusive Carnage, and the Walmart exclusive Venom. To demonstrate how the figures look beside teenage-sized figures, Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse action figures Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen. Smaller Sentinels from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 2-pack and the 3.75-inch scale Retro Sentinel. 3.75-inch scale 2010 Marvel Universe Juggernaut and the 2008 Hasbro Spider-Man Classic Series Juggernaut action figure. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, the 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legend Rogue from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Rogue. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Sabretooth from the 50th anniversary of Wolverine 2-pack, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Sabretooth. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Hulk from the celebrating 80 years of Marvel Wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Juggernaut, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Juggernaut. The figure comes in the Marvel Legends Deluxe box with a window showing the figure and accessories, Deadpool Legacy Collection, ages 14 and up, an extra 10 years old than the usual 4 and up. On the side is the name of the figure, Marvel's Colossus, and an art from the movie. At the back is the same art, a short read up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Here are the other figures from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I believe this should have been the other figures from the Deadpool Legacy Collection, but this is what we got. Some warnings and legalities. Barcode at the bottom. On top is the Deadpool logo, which is the usual logo for the Deadpool Legacy Collection. For articulation, Colossus' head can move from side to side. He can look up a little using a ball with a hinged neck peg. He can look down this much. His arms can extend that far. His butterfly joints are almost negligible due to the mold of his torso. His arms can do a full 360 without any hindrance. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. The wrist can swivel and hinge forward and back. He barely crunches forwards and backward. Well, Colossus is not expected to be agile anyway. He has a waist swivel. He can do a split really well. He can kick forward that far. Even after heating the figure, his upper thigh swivel remains very tight. Double jointed pinless knees. His feet can reach his back. His lower calf swivel is hidden in the boot. His feet can hinge forward and back, and he has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts on the Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus action figure. This is one of the best Colossus we've gotten in action figure form. The sculpt, the paint job, and accessories are all spot on to the Deadpool 2 movie. A real standout is the sculpted details, the size of the muscles of his arms, and the texture of his costume. If you're a fan of Colossus or the Deadpool movies, this figure is definitely a must-have. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. If you're collecting the Deadpool Legacy Collection wave, Colossus is a standout. But even if you are not collecting movie figures, this figure is gonna look good in your X-Men collection. In my collection, I ranked the best action figures of 2024. Here is the playlist on the upper right corner of your screen. Let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below. Are you adding him to your collection, or do you already have him? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future reviews. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.